Tony from Tony's Flies. Today I'm going to be tying a baby leech, except this time I am putting on a strip of lead wire to help it sink a little bit faster instead of floating on top for a second, getting wet, and then falling. So that's what I'm going to do. First thing I'm going to do is take my black thread, and I'm going to put some thread on here. Just to about the bend of the hook. About to there. That'll probably work perfectly. Bring my string, I'm going to bring my thread back up. Trim the excess there. I'm going to take some of my lead wire. You can see it's quite small. Probably don't need much, so I'm just going to take a little bit off. Now I kind of want it to sink the way you see it. I want it to sink like this. I don't want it to sink with the tail down. I don't want it to sink with the head down. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to tie it in about right here. And I'm just going to wrap it so you want the lead right in the middle of the hook shank. That way it'll keep it level in the water while it's sinking. And I can't get the... There it is. Alright, now that I got the lead wire on there, what I'm going to do is take my black thread, I'm going to wrap the thread around it really good, make sure it's on there really good. I am also going to add a little bit of head cement on the lead wire itself to ensure that it ain't coming off. It's not going to move. So now I'm going to wrap my thread back to the bend, and this is where I'm going to start my fly. I am using a black dubbing for this. You can use you can put different colors in for the segments. You can put red, like some red color in it, or whatever to your likings. Just get you a nice little build up right there. You don't want it too thick, and you don't want it too small, because it does taper a little bit on on these leeches. So we get it to there. I'm going to trim a little bit of this stuff hanging everywhere here. Now what I'm going to do is, if you get your black marabou like this here, down here at the end of it is what you want to use. Right here, this little bit. Oops, here we go. This little bit here, right at the end. Strip you some off. You don't need a whole lot. Now what you want it to be is the length of the hook shank. And tie that in. Make sure it stays on top of the hook shank. Wrap backwards. Just a little bit, not a lot. Trim that little bit that you got hanging off from there. Get some more of your dubbing. Now when you wrap this dubbing, you want to wrap it backwards just a little. Bring this down a little bit. Wrap it forward just a little bit. Get some more of your black marabou. Alright, after you get some more of your marabou, put another layer on there, hook shank length. Trim her a little bit. Get some more of your black dubbing. Now you want to do this, since leeches are segmented, this is what you're doing, is creating your segments of the leech. And that's what fish look for when they're looking at these leeches, is these segments. That's what they recognize a leech as, with the segments. So we got 2 segments on there now. I want at least 3 or 4 segments for this leech. Tie on your next piece of marabou, get a couple of wraps on it, tie it in. Get some more of your dubbing. A couple more wraps on there. Some more of your dubbing. And I want this dubbing to go up to the front, or up to the eye. Actually, I think I might put one more. Yeah, I think I'm gonna put one more little set of marabou for another section. Or another segment. I'm going to put just a little bit more dubbing on there. Greet my head. Whip finish. And there you have it. That is a baby leech. You just let that float down a little bit, let it sink, and just barely move it, and barely move it in close to you. But them fish will see that, especially late fall, early spring is the best time to fish this fly. But have fun with it, and be safe fishing, especially if you're walking down rivers or creeks in your waders. But just be careful, be safe, and have fun. Thanks for watching.